It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like the Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Check. Fred, no. Sponge. No. 25. Check 25.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who's now in his 11th season in the league, Matthew Stafford, at 31 years of age.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This offense, here are the starters. It features a very speedy wide receiver, a Duke Blue Devil, Jamison Crowder.
Exactly right, and we're not talking about hoops. We're talking about a slot receiver who knows how to run all the routes so well and really is crafty beyond his years.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We got three.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Freeman again, a first down carry. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 12 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
I think it's your sentence.
His game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
Lutz with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Blue 30. Watch the safety creek. Alert, alert. Stop running. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Roethlisberger completes it to Samuel. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20. as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. These two teams all tied after one. They run it with Balaj. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Balaj with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, Hines. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Balaj. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kalen Ballage on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Stafford gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 50 at Stafford.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Because you don't pay attention.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will.
24-yard
line is where they'll spot it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on. 66. No spacing. Quarter. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah. You don't want none.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And let's see the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's it, baby.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we hit the halftime break. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down. Hines. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's Hines. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape. He goes down. Antoine Woods breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So
look at this.
The big fella, 20. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this deep, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jamie Collins, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. There
again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football.
Oh, I knew he was going to fumble. I knew it.
When they possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check the team. Hey, wahoo!
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They come up in an offset eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Balaj. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Going to give this time to the tailback. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 11, a minute 35 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jamie Collins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Come on, let's go.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run with Hines.
Damn. I should have
Brooks
stayed
Reed
outside.
with a tackle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check. Topper. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert. Mike spot 4. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Check 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
230. 54. Coming. Check. Fresno.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So this will be a win for Jack.